Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and you are welcome to the Parashat Pinchas. You are welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. And the Parashat that we are going to talk about this morning is Parashat Pinchas. That is what we are talking about this morning. Pinchas, Ben Eliezer, Ben Aaron, the Kohen Gadol. So he's a grandson of Aaron, the Kohen Gadol. And I subtitle the Parashat of this morning as challenging the status quo positively. Or you can reverse it. You can say positively challenging the status quo. You know the meaning of the status quo. The status quo is an idea. You say, oh, this is the way it is done, and that is the way it has to be done. This is the way it is. This is the tradition. So therefore, the tradition cannot be what it cannot evolve. He said, this is the way my great grandfather has done it. So I'm not going to do nothing against it, and that's where I'm going to pursue it. So that is what is called the status quo. But I'm saying, remember what I said again, challenging the status quo positively, or positively challenging the status quo. Me, I always, all my life, challenge the status quo. Because when they ask me, when they tell me this is the way my forefather is doing it, but if it's not working for your forefathers, why do you continue doing it? Because you can see the result. It's like somebody is doing something, is doing some evil thing, negative thing, thinking that positive thing will come out of it. It will never, because you've been doing it every day, and the result is constant. The result is negative. And how do you want positive to come out of it? No, it will continue to be negative. So you have to think as a human being to do what? To make a change. Because you say, I've been doing this, and this result as the one that has been continued. So there is no need for me to continue this way. I have to make a change. I'll make an improvement and see maybe something good will come if I change this and this and this and this. Right? We see how do we improve our housing or our technology. Because when something doesn't work, we try to improve it, change it. Then, okay. I got it down. Then we continue to improve it that way. So that is the idea of this morning. When you say that, oh, we need to do this and this and this, I tell you, okay, is the name of God glorified? Number one. Oh, okay, I'm not there. Don't count me in. I won't take part. If it's only to glorify man, I'm not saying glorify man is evil, but the most important thing for me, right, is to glorify God. After that, man, but not putting man up and God here. No. It should be the opposite side. God here and man here, right? But when you say, okay, this person that is to glorify man, and God is saying, okay, you know what? You can go and do your own thing. Me, I stay on my own. I'm not interested. So that is my own ideas. Remember, Pinchas, that is the parasha of this morning, challenging the status quo positively, or positively challenging the status quo. In today's society, where it is up to the individual how they want to live their life, Pinchas' action will have cost him dearly. If they want to be promiscuous, that means many people follow a different kind of partner. Sexually, right? Well, that is up to them, because that is the society that we live now, right? They say that the live and let live. You know, that's the attitude that we have now. Live and let live. That is the attitude of our Western civilization. We have condemned him to what? To be a belligerent out to destroy the choosing lifestyle of the citizen or of the liberal society. What am I saying here? This is the point I'm saying. If Pinchas has done what he did at that time in our present day, in the 21st century, what would have happened to him? They would have said, this is completely wrong. You know? They would have called him all kinds of names. And they would have said, oh, this man is a madman. Right? They would have said, you know what? This man needs a psychiatric hospital because he's a crazy man. Right? And they will also say, oh, this man is a fanatic. And they will also say, oh, this man is a what? He's a religious fanatic. And they say, oh, he's an extremist, right? If he did that now, he's an extremist. That's what we're going to call him. We're going to give him all kinds of names. But remember one thing perfectly well. in the Torah, because we have to read the Torah very well to see the hidden code, the hidden information that God is giving us. Pinchas did not do that against Zimri or against Cosby because he hated them. No. He didn't go and say, I'm going to kill them because I hate him. No. We are all created in the what? In the image of God. Right? Man is created in the image of God. And if you kill one man, it's as if you kill all humanity. Right? Because we are created in the image of God. I repeat again, Pinchas did not plan, right, to murder Cosby or Zimri. Because murder is a different case, right? Murder, you plan it, like long time, he didn't do that. He didn't murder him. He just said he killed him. He smite them. He smote them, or he smote them together while they are committing immorality in the open space for all Israel to see. Now, you know what? I am the leader of the Simonites. So therefore, if the leader can do it, everybody can do it. We're in freedom. This is freedom. That's what they tell us. That's what they tell us even till now. Freedom! Hey, hallelujah! Do whatever you want to do, no problem. No question asked. You are free. Right? The same thing. It is not from today. The same thing. So Pinchas did not plan it ahead of time. The Torah said, and Pinchas avenged his God. Can you imagine that? Because God has already started smiting them. In one day, 24,000 died. And even though the Kohen Gadol, who is his father, Eliezer, keep his mouth shut. I was there watching. He's following the status quo. But the son, no, this won't pass. He challenged the status quo. Where is Moshe Rabbeinu? Because Moshe was an old man already. Don't follow. That is what the leaders are saying. Don't follow this old man. We are the new generations. We are the new leaders. We can do whatever we want. So therefore, forget that old man who is 120 years old. He doesn't know nothing. We are the new. This is the new civilization. So we can do whatever we want and nothing will happen. Right? But Pinchas saw it from another perspective. He's saying, if this man should go free and continue this, the people will die. The people will vanish over the surface of the earth because the plague has already started. So it needs to remove the sin. It needs to remove the evil. It needs to remove the darkness out of the light. What am I saying here this morning? I am saying that we as a child of God, we as the children of Israel, the follower or the student of the Torah, we have to be zealous for our God at all times. The zeal to continue to do what is right and what is just. That is one. I'm not saying the zeal for you to go and say, don't go and be causing bombs, causing, be an extremist, killing people on the street. That's not what I'm saying here. No. Because we can see that the world we live, you'll be perplexed or you'll be surprised to see that the amount of people being killed in the name of God in the world is the highest number ever from anything. Because everybody will kill in the name of God. Oh, my God is superior than your God, I kill you. Oh, I want you to worship my own God, I kill you. From generation to generation, that has been war and war and war in the name of God. And God will look at us and say, oh my God, look at these people. Why are they killing themselves for no reason? Because I want to dominate you. I want to control you. I want to take your resources in the name. Oh my God, give me victory, right? Let me go and do what and kill you, because you cannot stand and defend yourself. So this is the idea that we kill mostly in the name of God, right? We loot people's property mostly in the name of God, right? So this is what God is saying, that this is not about extremism. No, not in such way, right? That I am saying, but for us to have a zeal for the Torah, to continue in the right way, in the path of righteousness, in the path of justice, in the path of truth, in the path of life that God has shown us through His Torah. We can see that the people, they were dancing the dancing of Baal, right? That Baal is the god of the Midianites, right? They were dancing, they were happy, committing iniquity, committing immorality, and everything was fantastic. And this one we saw, as I said, I opened the TV, I closed it back because it was completely pure immorality. We praise it, we lift it up, you know, we force it upon the people. We say, you have, even when the people say, I don't want it, we force it through their throat. You have to take it by all means. We don't care. But we, as the child of God, has to have the power, the rigidity to stand against it and say, no, we follow the Torah. You want to follow your own Torah, go to your own Torah, but the Torah of Moshe, that is what we follow. All right, that's just a little thing about the Pinchas. Now, coming back to the main subject of this morning. So the main subject of this morning is the daughter of the daughter of Zelophehad. Sorry, the daughter of Zelophehad. That is the main topic of this morning, and that is what I want to discuss more about this morning. What makes these women, these 5 women, what makes them different? What makes them? What makes us try now, after 3,000, 4,000 years, still reading what they did, their action, because they challenge also the status quo. Remember, they challenge the status quo positively. They say, this will not pass. No, this is not, we are not going to keep quiet and keep our mouth shut and see the name of our Father be erased. We need to understand their argument. Their argument is very, very important. They are not talking about themselves, remember. They are not saying, oh, our names. No, but they stand firm the names of their Father. And they are using the word of God to tell God back again. Because God told us, a man's name shall not be erased from his family. So that they are bringing that word back again unto God. This is what you said, God, that the name of a man shall not be erased from his family. So why should my father's name be erased because he doesn't have a son? That is not right. It is injustice. It's not true. Right? So, therefore now, let us see what these women, these wonderful women, what they did. The Torah in Bamidbar, chapter 27, record that the 5 daughters of Zelophehad came before Moshe, Eleazar the priest, the princes of the Israelite tribes, and the entire congregation at the door of the tabernacle. The women claimed that their father had died in the wilderness and has left no sons. The Torah in Bamidbar states in verse 27, verse 4. Let's read. Why should our father's name be disadvantaged in his families merely because he did not have a son? Give us a portion of land along with our father's brothers. Why should our father's name be disadvantaged? Why should our father's name be erased? Remember, in Israel, in those days, which we still practice in Ethiopia to today, the name Israel go by the fathers. It's by the fathers. It's by the bloodlines. The fathers, right? Not the mamas. The fathers. Okay, now, your father, once the man grow old and die, he share his property among his sons to do what? To perpetuate the name of the man. And in Israel, you can see, read it many times in the Torah, it's right away there, right? When a man dies, even though he doesn't have a child, doesn't have a child, and maybe he has a wife, but there's no child. What happened? The brother of the man will take the wife, right? If the day he takes the land, that he wanted to take the land, he's going to take the wife of the man, and when he's going to bear, he's going to have a child with that woman, and the son of that woman will be named after the man, and the land will continue in the name of the man, because it is very, very important that the name of the man should not be erased along his family tree. And we're going to see that downstairs today when we're having our Bible study. And when they are counting the family of the Levite in the Torah of this week Parashat, the Torah also counted the name of who? He said, and the sons of Korah did not die. Why did that phrase just appear in the Torah Act of Context? Because 2 weeks ago or last week we heard that all the children of Korah died, all the family of Korah died. Why did the Torah now come back and say they did not die? So I'm going to explain more on that later this afternoon. But to go back to the daughters, they stood firm and said, why should our father be at disadvantage? Because he did not have a son. The Torah relates that since Moses did not know the immediate answer, he brought the question before God. God told Moshe that the claim of the daughter of zealous heart was justified, and instructed Moshe to transfer the inheritance of their father to them. In further clarification, God states that if a man die and leave no sons, his property shall first transfer to his daughters, and only afterward, if there are no female heir, to the other close relatives. And remember, as I said, to the other close relative, only if the person who is close relative will perpetuate the name of the man on the land. You can't take another person's land and say it is and put your own name there. No. If you are going to perpetuate the name of the man in the land on his land, then you are allowed to take his wife as your own wife. Okay? But if not, perpetuate meaning to make sure that the name of the man remain on the land. If not, then the land is not yours. Okay, so because that is the law of the Torah. This scripture portion is indeed remarkable. After all, why didn't the Torah just include this law that the property of a man who leaves no male heir transfer to his daughter as part of the regular legal portion that appeared throughout the Torah? Why was it necessary for the daughters of the daughter of zealous heart to approach Moshe? And why was Moshe incapable of responding, making it necessary for him to get the answer directly from God? We need to answer these questions. Because in our halakha, there is nothing like a woman should continue. What? Because we need to understand. For me, if you ask me why, from my own perspective, I don't think that because they say that Moshe doesn't know the answer, and I disagree with that. From my own point of view, I know that Moshe knows the answer to give them, but Moshe has to play politics with the leadership. I know. We saw that Moshe doesn't know the answer to give them right away, but Moshe has to play politics because we have some of the leaders, right, that are what? They call them traditionalists. They call them conservative. They don't want any changes at all. And if Moshe just tries to say, okay, this is, they will revolt again. Remember, they just revolted not long ago against Moshe. So Moshe has to play some politics along too. Because if he comes and says, you know what, go and I give you the land to you women, those guys will rise and say, oh, no, that will never happen. Because they are traditionalists. They believe that even though what they have been doing, if it's not right, so that, okay, this is what my father is doing, and this is why I will continue to do it. Because women at that time, all over in the Middle East, at that time, women are what? That lower than the cow. You take a man, a boy, a cow, then a woman. They are not, to them, they are not human. And Moshe is saying, this is not right. This is absolutely not right. Even though a woman born a boy, today you born a boy, after 7 days, the boy is circumcised, the boy, boom, he can go to the temple, right? But the woman that give birth cannot go to the temple. So they stay at the back. They call women's court. They have women's court. That's the way it is. For me, if you ask me, is that right? I'll say the tradition of my father. I'll say it is right. But I'll say no, again, it is not right. Because women were made equal according to what God said in the book of Bereshit. The man and the woman is equal. The man and the woman is balanced. But it is us, man, that put all this problem there. You know, because the Torah is written in the language of a man, not the language of a woman. So women are moved in Sanhedrin 76b. Sanhedrin 76b states, movingly, that one must love one's wife. As much as oneself is honor her more than himself. I repeat again. It states movingly that one must love one's wife as much as oneself and honor her more than oneself. What is the Talmud saying? That if you have, as a man, have to love your wife more than you love yourself. You have to honor her even though more than yourself. What is the secret, or what is the Torah saying here? So I say that because that woman is a reflection of you. Comprehend? That woman is you. Well, I took her from Nicaragua, I took her from China, or from Togo, or from any country, it doesn't matter. Well, that woman is your partner, is you. So if you honor her, everybody will honor her, because you honor her. If you lift her up, everybody will lift her up, because, oh, don't mess with that man's wife. He respects his wife. Everybody will respect her. If you don't respect your wife, nobody will respect her. Nobody. Because the man does not respect. Everybody sees that. But when you respect your wife, everybody, they don't make a mess, they will never mess with her, because the man is always there, standing guard, watching. So that is the idea of our status in the Talmud. That a man must honor his wife, must love his wife, even though more than one love himself. The Torah has placed women on the pedestal, particularly remarkably, since this was done at the time when other civilizations were limiting the right of women, which is true. Other civilizations in the Middle East were limiting the right of women, but the Torah said enough is enough. Women are equal with men, but with different responsibility. Men has his responsibility, women must respect men, and men must respect women, because women have their own responsibility. Not now that they are trying to tell us some garbage. We can see what happened quickly. We can see what happened in this assassination of Trump. They wanted to attempt an assassination. They made all the bodyguard women. Women. I'm not saying women, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying women cannot be a bodyguard. A woman can be a bodyguard. But when problem comes, we see it right there, is captured on the tape. One of the bodyguards doesn't even know where to put the pistol. She was confused. The bodyguard was saying, where's my shoe? Is your shoe the most important thing now, or the person that you have to protect? Hey, my shoe, my shoe, my shoe. They were hearing it. In the video, is there. The woman was shouting, where's my shoe? Your shoe is more important than the person that you have to protect. Then there is something wrong with this stupid woke idea. Oh, we need to make everybody equal. We need men and women. Men and women are equal. That is nonsense. Men and women are not equal. No. What a man can do, let the man do it. What a woman can do, let a woman do it. Don't mix things together. Don't make a mess. Trump is like 7 feet. Good, big man. And you are putting a woman that are 5 feet. How are they going to protect 7 feet man? It doesn't make sense. You know, we need to see all these things, because it's nonsense. This woke idea is getting out of control. We have to understand a man has to do his job. Let the man do his job well. The woman has their job. Let the woman has their job well. We are all equal. Nobody is saying that a man is this, a woman is this. No, they don't make us equal. But everybody has their own responsibility. Face your responsibility, and that is it. So, therefore, this is what in Gemara Arachim 19a, it teaches us that an older woman in the house is a treasure and a blessing. When you have an older woman in the house, an elderly woman, 80, 90, 100 years old, the Gemara Arachim told us, 19a, tells us that it's a blessing for such an household, because you have a vast amount of knowledge. Whew. That woman's brain is a library that the young women can take from a lot. Even though the boys too, the men too, can take it. Oh, this in my day, this is how we do it. This is how things are done. You get a lot of instruction. A lot is a blessing, but it is sad that today it's not a blessing. in the world that I will live. You take your mama, residence home. They dump the woman down there in the residence home. They don't go and see them. You know, it's very sad. Instead of your mama for you to sit down and be downloading all the information that your mama has or your grandmama has. No, you know what? I need to go to my work. I pay for your accommodation at the residence. You go and stay there. So how you go to learn? How you go to understand? How you go to know your own history? It's bad. I'm not saying paying for the resident is bad. No, but there is something more than money that you are losing. You are losing your tradition and your culture that will never come back. If that woman dies, it's gone. It's gone for life. You will never see it. Right? So we need to understand that our stages, they understand this principle. The same thing not only with women, with men too. Old men are blessing in the house because the boys, the men, can learn. Their brain is a library that you can download a lot of information. So, finally, coming back to all these things now to come back to the question that I asked us earlier. Why indeed was the law of inheritance of daughters not included in the general legal section of the Bible? Why was it necessary to ask God to render a decision? Perhaps because of halacha, the Hebrew law is an evolving law. Clearly, the social status and position of both men and women changes as society evolves. Could it be that the Almighty was signaling to us that as the role of women changes in secular society, the role of women needs to should be reevaluated in the religious society? But of course, there is a caveat. If the laws of the secular society contravene any of the value and laws of the Torah, they must not be followed. To the contrary, if the law of the regular society of the secular society, if it is the same with that of the Torah, of course we have to follow it. So, because in our world now, as I said, the role of women are changing. No, well, it's changing. Women are now able to become the CEO of a big company, giant company, 500 least Fortune least country, or what they call it, big conglomerate. Women can lead it. There's something that is no different between the man and the woman in that part. But the responsibility of a man is a man. The responsibility of a woman is a woman. All right? So the crown of a woman's head is the husband. Without a husband, you are nobody. Nobody as a woman. So as a man, the same thing. Your beauty is your wife. Without your wife, you are a non-entity to the mate. Don't mind him, it's garbage. Even at your front, they talk about you, but at your back, they say, he's not responsible. No family, no wife, no children. Right? This is the idea. Your beauty as a man is your wife. And the crown of the woman is the husband. So even though you are the biggest, you lead the biggest company in the world, you still have to be a woman. Respect to your husband. Not say because I make billions of dollars, my husband, he make $1, I kick him. No, you have to respect him as the husband. Even though he doesn't make much, respect him. Give him that respect. And when you respect him, everybody will respect him. If the man doesn't respect his wife, nobody will respect her too. But if the woman respects her husband, everybody respects. So because they know that even though the man doesn't make much, but the woman loves him with all his heart. So that is the idea of the Torah. Challenging the status quo positively. We need to understand it. Parashat, Pinchas. Don't let us just continue in the status quo quote and say, okay, this is what is done, and so therefore we cannot make improvement. It cannot be changed. No, it can be changed. But all depends upon us individually and collectively. Parashat Pinchas, challenging the status quo positively. Shabbat Shalom.